Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Technic Race Plane set. This is set number 42117. It has 154 pieces and I paid $10 for this set. Now, I've already done a video about the main model for this set, that is the race plane here, but like other Technic sets of this kind of scale, this is a 2-in-1. So if we look at the box here, it is a 2-in-1, and on the back it has an alternate model that it calls a jet airplane. Now the instructions for the alternate model, like other Technic sets, are not in the box here, so those are found online. But what that means is in this video I'm going to deconstruct the main model of the race plane, and then I'm going to put together the alternate model of the jet airplane, and then I'm going to review that alternate model. So while I take apart the race plane and while I build the jet airplane, I will speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review the alternate model for this set. So until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we are looking at the disassembly of the main model for this LEGO Technic Race Plane and then the build for the alternate model called the jet airplane, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and then to remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking that thumbs up and giving it a like, and if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future. All the engagement, likes, comments, subscribes, all of that stuff really helps a small channel like mine reach new audiences and continue to grow, so it is very helpful, and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. And now back to the rest of the builds for this alternate model for this LEGO Technic Race Plane set, the jet plane model, and then onto my review for the alternate model for this set. Okay, so that is this jet airplane set for the alternate model for the race plane Technic set. This is okay. The shaping doesn't quite work for me. There's something a little bit awkward about it. I think the angle here is really nice, and the build experience was fine. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird one, but you know, as far as alternate models go, it's definitely takes it in a different direction. I think there are some ways where some angles where it looks pretty cool. So we'll kind of just go over all of it. These are the few parts that were in the main model that are not in this model. So that's interesting. Just a few, not too many. One of the bricks there, and then the rest of them all get used here. You know, still uses the stickers. They don't make as much sense here. Still got the propeller. I think the propeller at the back is maybe the thing that's kind of weird to me. I just don't think of jets as having a propeller. I think of them as having engines, and this doesn't really represent that well for me. The overall shaping feels very sleek, almost stealth-like. There is something about like the front of this with this different height between these wings here and the angle there. This angle I feel like is really good. So if I drop a line down the middle of this, take the front half, I think it screams jet plane, but if I look at it in other ways, I don't know if it gives that vibe off to me, and I think a big part of that is because of this at the back there. So that's interesting. I thought these parts were kind of weird as well. It contributes a lot to the shaping, but they just felt a little bit tacked on there, and it's pretty exposed up here, so you see a lot of the innards, which is so-so. The wheels are used and they're good. We do still have some function stuff in here, so there's some gear work on the bottom connected to the axle that the back wheels are on, that is connected to the propeller. So when this is pushed around, or when those wheels are spun, the propeller at the back of this jet plane spins. So that's maintained. I think the main model really impressed me. This impresses me less. This feels very kind of afterthought. It just doesn't feel like this is necessarily a model that could stand on its own. Maybe if there, with some slight changes, it maybe could get to that point. But as far as like being an alternate model for this set, it makes use of the pieces fine. Not my favorite. I think it could be better, and I think there's like a Technic jet that could be its own set that could be really, really cool, and be similar to this in some ways, and at the same price point, same piece count and stuff, but is better than this. So this doesn't really work for me, which is a bit of a letdown. A lot of times I'm, somewhat inspired by the alternate builds and the alternate models for a 2-in-1 like this. This one's just a little bit of a letdown, but that's okay. They can't all be winners. And like I said, there are certain angles that make it look pretty cool, and other angles that make it look very strange and weird. So I think like top down it looks pretty weird, and yeah, but from the side actually the profile is not terrible. Yeah, a little lackluster for me, so fine. It was interesting to build, I suppose. Nothing too radical as far as changes go. I did like kind of the structure here of how it used these different kind of beams, these, 3, I don't know, it's an axle and 2 pinholes, but they're whatever, I don't know what to call that piece, but how it kind of used those in alternating directions and stuff like that to make kind of the frame for this is kind of interesting. So that's nice, and it's always good that they kept the kind of gear stuff in there as well. So fine, used almost all the pieces. And that's great. I mean, I enjoyed building it for what it's worth, and I'll probably, turn this back into the race plane, most likely if I rebuild it. But I did get 2 build experiences out of it. As far as value goes, I thought this was a good value set at just the main build. So 154 pieces for $10. Which I think some of the other Technic sets around this size should be at the $10 mark instead of the $13 mark. If this was at the $13 mark, it'd be so-so. I mean, I probably still would think it's about the same, but I'm not super thrilled with this alternate build, so I don't know if the main model itself is like worth that extra money. The main model was pretty good. There could be people out there that really love this model. I don't know. There could be jets that have a propeller at the back like this. I don't know. If you know, leave it in the comments below. But at least for now, this is fine. I don't know if this alternate build added a ton to the value for the set for me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I mean, at the very least, I did get to build another set that I wouldn't have otherwise built, and I do love building Technic and love building Lego, so that's counts for something. So this is just okay. But if you like this video, please consider clicking that thumbs up and giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, please consider clicking on that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego Technic and just more Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, piece counts, big, small, tons of different kinds. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is over at the Sobricks Patreon, which is patreon.com/SOBRICKS. Race. And over there, you can join for as little as $2 a month, and you can get access to all my videos early, access to some exclusive videos, and I have a lot of other stuff in the works and planned for the Patreon. So as that continues to grow, I'm going to continue to do different things over there. Every little bit helps, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.